Story number 8, the final lucky top number 8 ball story that made it to the Mediator this week. Why the U.S. is so divided when it comes to this president, President Donald Trump. Now, this is a topic that could go on for days, but you're looking at a country that the foundation is a little bit tilted because it was founded. Slavery had some dealings with the building up of this nation. So if you live in America, you can see why the culture is so divided and why people are so divided when it comes to certain issues, especially when it comes to presidential candidates. We just came off the first elected African-American president from a Democratic Party that was known for laws like segregation, Jim Crow laws in the South. And then you see a Republican Party that is basically trying to get the African-American vote, or trying to get them to understand that when you look at the songs like the Battle Hymn of the Republic, these were all centered around freeing or ending slavery. And it has people wondering about this president, and this is why people are so divided when it comes to just anybody being the president other than their own race. This country has always been but you see the Republicans saying like, "Hey, the Democrats keep pulling the race card. They keep bringing it to light. We're just trying to get the issues resolved. We're trying to get things done." Me personally, honestly, I don't think it matters who you put in Washington. I think there will always be strife, but the pendulum swings to the right or left in America, and that's why you see there's just a divide. Trump's base is saying that they have the answers, they have the solutions to the problems. A lot of people pretty much worship this president. I mean, he cannot do anything wrong. There was even a lawmaker that told the federal court that Donald Trump could shoot someone in public and escape prosecution. This is why there's such a divide with this president. You're talking about somebody who was a complete outsider. He came in, he's run business, he's filed for bankruptcy, he's had a lot of bad handshakes in his business dealings. He's a real estate investor, a billionaire in the White House. He's probably one of I believe the wealthiest president ever to be in the White House, but he's had a problem with his business ties, mixing it with Washington and public policy. So he's definitely had a problem with that, and people will probably continue to be divided. There are common sense thinkers, even people on the inside the White House, do not like this man. His support has been dwindling as he goes on. We've seen people have to cover for him. We've seen people like Giuliani get caught up in his web, Jim Comey, and the list goes on and on. So people are very, very divided on this administration. Support for Trump impeachment rises to 59%, say he pursued personal interest in Ukraine. So 59% say he pursued personal interest in Ukraine. This president is on the radar, and this is why people are so divided. Donna Brazile says that Dems must focus on economy and jobs, not just Trump's attacks to retake Pennsylvania. Trump made 87 false claims last week, 40 in a single day. It's sad to say that so many people hate Trump, and it's sad to say that so many people are against Trump. I always say that anybody who is the president or is the leader of a country that is promoting freedom and justice for all has a tough job. I give the man credit; he's been able to withstand all the pressure. But this is everybody is divided when it comes to the president and which policies are actually right for America. People on the right cannot understand why people on the left are just in one lane. Some people have no clue what's going on. You talk to them, you ask them why they don't like this president, they would not be able to tell you. You talk to the right, you ask them why they like this president, they would say because of this, because of that, but they wouldn't have any hard evidence to back up what he's actually done. I mean, he's stirred up a lot of pots. Even Maxine Waters, he's got her all revved up. Elijah Cummings went to the grave. Him and him were going. So this president has ruffled a lot of feathers, and this may be why so many people are divided when it comes to this president. Me personally, I've always had mixed feelings about each candidate. I did not get to vote for this president. I was exempt because I just moved and I didn't make it in time to. They wouldn't let me vote. I had to re-register. But I can actually say my hands are clean if this president has done anything wrong. But I can say that when it comes to traditional way of governing, I've never seen anything like this. But I do know that this country has a history of not only racial strife, but it still is embedded in a lot of people's DNA, not just white, black, but Latinos, Chinese, Asian American folks. This is when you live in a country that is the melting pot, you have to kind of maintain your sanity. I serve this country, I serve the Constitution, so I put my life on the line for everybody. But I can say that story number 8, the reason why it's at the top is for a reason. Is not only has this administration unraveled some old wounds, but it's showing you the true colors of just a lot of people, and I cannot say much. I just can only report on what I'm seeing, and I'm seeing it take full. Some people just have no reason to do what they're doing, and a lot of people are divided when it comes to this administration. But you can see why if you take it back to the founding of this nation. This is everything is like a ticking time bomb, and some people just have no logical reason to do what they do, but they do it anyway, and you'll see a lot of that happening in this society. But when it comes to story number 8, why so many people are divided on when it comes to Trump, I hope you get the big picture on why people are divided. You have a base that you can't tell them anything. You have people trying to say, hey, something is wrong with this. This is not fair. This president is trampling on the Constitution. But you have a base that is rooted in this president's ways. They think this man cannot do anything wrong. Then you have people covering for him. You see Republicans resigning, leaving the White House. Something is going on in Washington. And that's why story number 8 is here and is here to stay. I don't take any sides, staying in the middle. I try to be fair on an even ball field. I may veer to the right, to the left to see who's got the best talking points. But in this issue, I have to stay in the middle because it shows you that there's something really happening, injustice in the system, and it may be happening under this administration's watch. So that's why story number 8 made it to the top 8. It has everything to talk about, and it shows you why everybody is so divided on issues as we head into another election season. You're in the Mediator with me, Brian West, where I can't do much. All I can do is mediate. That's all I can do. I was raised to do this, so this is what I'm here for. So if you want to be a contributor, help out, check out the stories that almost made it or did make it in. It's up to you. It's all up to you. You can do what you feel like you need to do in your allotted amount of time. But these stories, these top 8 stories, are here to keep you informed. That's what the whole goal was. Constantly reminding my audience that I'm just in the middle, navigating from the right to left, going through over 200 stories a week to keep you informed, to get you, to let you know what's happening, the most important stories. So if you want to be a contributor, I remind you that the news and journalists, the people on the front lines, they deserve most of the credit. I just read, navigate, finding out what stories are the most beneficial. So if you want to be a contributor, METHOD, the number 8, INC.com, method80.com, where you can buy something, click on something, watch something, read something, or just sponsor a program. Every little bit counts. Living in the land of the free, the home of the brave, practicing freedom of the press. So if you want to be a contributor, help out, check out the stories that almost made it in, did make it in. You can visit the website, you can watch something, see my smiling face, doing comedy, doing skits, movies, all the crew here, all the people who volunteer their time. This place is just for you. So if you want to be a help out, do anything, it's really up to you. I constantly, at the end of the program, I always like to thank all the news outlets, the people on the front lines, the journalists who keep us informed. They deserve all the credit. I like to say this, that I am just the mediator. I have to say this. I have to stress that I'm just the mediator. I'm just the person who tries to find out what's good for you. So I want to thank you so much for tuning in this week. And please go to the website. Show us some love. Show us some support. I think I came, I saw, I conquered, I got through the top 8. It's been an amazing week filled with ups and downs. I hope I'm doing what I need to do, and that's keep you informed. So if you want to be a contributor, help out in any way, I want to thank you so much for tuning this week. But remember, if you want to help out, METHOD, the number 8 INC.com. Not only can you watch your program, but you can contribute with your time, your money, or anything. All you have to do is visit www.METHOD, the number 8 INC.com, method8inc.com, where you can buy something, click on something, watch something, read something, or just sponsor a program. I am out of here. Thank you for tuning in to the meeting this week with me, Brian West.
If you need help, then dial your operator.
Have no fear, fellow citizens. The Mediator is here.